What's going on? How's it going? Did you work out yet? This is a damn shame. But my girl doesn't come back into the, the office to work, to do my nails. She's not available until I think Monday. And you want to know what's funny? Is when I do this and I get impatient and I take my nails off, and then I have to wait, until she's available or there's an open appointment. It's easier for me to do everything I do, to type on my keyboard, on the computer and on my BlackBerry with my nails, because you're used to it. And then when you don't have it, I'm like all thumbs. No pun intended. That really wasn't even funny, was it? Anyway, it's Saturday. I had a kick butt workout. Did some buys, did some tries. I think someone's knocking on my door. Oh no, you know what? They're just being loud in their kitchen. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, buys and tries. I did some kettlebell, cardio, sweating all over the place. Don't worry, I cleaned it up. So yeah, I told you guys, remember what I was talking about the other day? You can get on a roll either way. It can be a bad roll, which creates rolls, or a good roll, which means that you just get up going, hey, you know what? I kicked butt yesterday. I'm going to do it again. Then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Or you get in that bad roll and you're like, yeah. And then you go to put your pants on or your jeans and you're like, it probably is not going to look that well on video, now that I'm thinking about it. I was simulating putting on jeans when they're too tight, okay? Anyway, so, my dear friend Sherry, who I love, wait, stop, rewind, go back. Everybody, I was dying last night. I thought all the finals for the Olympia were last night at 7 o'clock Vegas time, which is 9 o'clock our time. So I'm sitting there dying to see what's going on with Jenny Lynn, right? She didn't return my text, which, Jenny, I'm going to let it go, but I'm kind of freaking out. So I'm trying to find out what's going on. And didn't realize that the finals weren't until tonight. And what really sucks, again, is it's Vegas time. So I think they start at 7, which means it's 9 o'clock our time. I was sitting up and I was ready to go to bed. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I still had my computer up with the live feed from MrOlympia.com, and I'm like, and then I couldn't sleep because I had so much on my mind. And then I had this really strange dream about three-legged mice. I have no idea where that came from. But really, does that shock you? Coming from this one? Two things. First is Sherry was sending me a text this morning. Sherry, aren't you glad that I'm going to feature this on my blog? Kind of like it when he grunts like that. But anyway, Sherry was saying, she's like, I don't really feel like working out, and I texted her back and I said, I'm working out! And yes, I have my BlackBerry by me when I'm working out. Get over it, okay? Something important might happen, and I don't want to miss it. So I'm always like, oh, okay, and then I keep going. It works, okay? But she was texting me, she's like, I've got all this stuff to do. And I go, what do you have to do today? And she listed it out. And you guys, this has been kind of my thing lately too, is even if you're not trying to accommodate for working out, which we all should be, right? My hair's sticking in my thing. And how many of us have a list of only 2 things we have to do? No one does, okay? Our lists are always growing of all the things we have to do. Grocery shopping, if you have kids, I mean, your list is like 12 billion miles long, right? Okay, but guess what? Those of us that are single and have these really kind of demanding jobs and stuff that we have to do, and people that have kids and jobs, whatever, all I'm saying is, I can't stand it when people that have kids look at me and go, well, at least you don't have kids. Guess what? You know what? I have 12 trillion things to do today too. And I have a house, and I've got stuff like laundry and dry cleaning and grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning just like the rest of us. So, take that elsewhere. Okay, I have enough stuff to do. Plus I have to vlog. I have people to take care of. I have tweeting to do and work. And I have to fix my hat and I have to shop. Just kidding about that. I have someone shop for me. Anyway, what you need to start doing, and this actually, it was my friend Brian, my new friend Brian, who's awesome, who you guys will meet eventually, but he was telling me, he's like, you know, it's 10% of the things that you have to do that are going to give you 90% of the satisfaction in your life. So every day you get up and you look at your huge growing list of all the stuff you have to do. Seriously, because sometimes, especially me, you guys, I'm starting my own business, I have to deal with banks and investors and new people and website developers and all of this crazy stuff, and that's on top of finishing up my dang book so that I don't find myself talking about this stupid book for another 6 months. I'm finishing it and pushing it off, and you know, I'm doing that. I'm helping out with family stuff. I'm dealing with, you know, a whole ton of stuff. Huge events that I'm planning. We just finished one this week. Craziness going on, okay? I've got so much stuff. Plus, I have to work out, right? And be here for you guys. So I got a lot of crap on my plate. And sometimes I'm overwhelmed because I look at everything, and yeah, if I ask myself what's urgent, it's all urgent. It all needs to be done. It all needs to be paid attention to now, okay? So the best thing to do, this might sound overly simple, but it really helps, because if you do it, there's a way to prioritize. You just look at your stuff for the day and go, okay, I've got to pick 3 things that no matter what, that's what I've got to do today. And make that your list, okay? And when you do those 3 things, crumple it up, and then if you can attack something else, go nutty, okay? And go for it, and then you're gonna feel great. But make sure that, then that way it's kind of like a mind thing, because then every day at least you're saying, dang it, yes! I did 3 things. I did the 3 things I had to do, and maybe I did 2 extras, instead of going, oh my gosh. Because if you're like me, sometimes you can start doing a lot of things, and you know, then you'll stop, you'll start doing something else, and then you feel like, did I really accomplish anything? Make sure you pick out what are the 3 things that you absolutely have to have done, that'll make you feel good, that you have to have done for, you know, tomorrow, whatever, and start looking at it that way. Divide it up in 3, you know, everything's a priority, we all know that, but you can narrow it down and say, what are the 3 things I've got to do today? Because I'll tell you what, I've had this one, you know, top priority project, but it's one of the things that I really need to tackle. And guess what? That is my #1 top priority for Monday. That's #1. I will do it. And I'll be so happy to get to the end of the day, because I think that I've been wanting to attack that for probably 2 weeks. And you think that's crazy. How could you, Kelly, not attack it for 2 weeks? Well, guess what? Stuff gets in the way. And then you have 3 extra conference calls, and they go long, and then this meeting goes forever, and then the event goes late, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Pick 3 things. I almost said pick 3 things. Pick 3 things. Make those your 3 that you have to do every day. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's to do with kids, if it has to do with cleaning the house, if it has to do with errands, if it has to do with working out, and do it. Whatever's your priority. And you know what? If working out is something that you have been letting slide, make that one of your top 3. Say, you know what? No matter what today, I'm doing 45 minutes of my cardio. I'm doing 45 minutes of this. I'm doing an hour of this. Put it in there. Enough said. It's Kelly's little advice for the day. And look, it's a little Sheryl Crow, but a little bit more up than we were yesterday. Lastly, speaking of up, I just want to tell you guys, I'm so thankful for all of you amazing people, because, you know, crap happens in life, and we all go through changes, and people are mean to us, and sometimes we're mean back. I know for me, I'm pretty darn proud of the fact that I am an upbeat, positive, outgoing, happy person. And there are times, okay, I'm not perfect. I want to be mean back to somebody. I want to be vindictive. I've had a lot of people crap on me, okay? I have been betrayed, and, you know, it started with my marriage, okay? You know, I was only married a year, okay? That was the beginning of like some of the worst hurt I've ever experienced. But I'm really proud of the fact that I can look back and say, you know what? That whole time I took the high road. I didn't dish it back. And I don't understand people that spend their days being mean. I'm actually gonna have to go to vlog 2 to get into this. Just a little bit, I'll be short.